Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. 2025 Yamaha Rajdoot 350 is exactly that kind of machine. It's not just a motorcycle, it's a resurrection of a legacy, a statement from Yamaha that history can not only repeat itself but roar back with more attitude, more refinement, and more soul. The name Rajdoot might have once echoed on dusty roads across the subcontinent, but in 2025, it's making noise on highways, city streets, and in the hearts of every old-school rider who ever dared to dream of the open road on two wheels. At first glance, the 2025 Rajdoot 350 is a stunning blend of retro appeal and modern finesse. Yamaha has done an exceptional job keeping the spirit of the original alive. You'll notice it immediately in the shape of the fuel tank, the side covers, the round headlamp with a chrome bezel, and that unmistakable upright stance. But peer closer, and you'll begin to appreciate just how much thoughtful engineering has gone into making this a modern classic rather than a nostalgic rehash. The attention to detail is remarkable, from the subtly sculpted fenders to the neatly integrated digital-analog instrument cluster that blends charm and clarity. The chrome detailing is tasteful, not overbearing, and the use of matte finishes on parts of the engine and exhaust system gives it a grounded, premium feel. Beneath that retro body beats the heart of a modern 349 cubic centimeters single-cylinder, air and oil-cooled engine, purpose-built to strike the perfect balance between classic thump and modern-day reliability. Yamaha has tuned this power plant to offer 28 horsepower and 30 Nm of torque, figures that may seem modest on paper, but in real-world riding, they translate to an experience that's smooth, responsive, and surprisingly spirited. Twist the throttle, and you're met with a creamy torque curve that makes city riding effortless and highway cruising relaxed. What sets the Rajdoot apart is its engine character. It doesn't scream, it hums, it purrs, and when pushed, it growls with a throaty note that's deeply satisfying. Mated to a 6-speed gearbox, the Rajdoot 350 feels mature and refined. The clutch action is light, the gear shifts are slick, and there's a reassuring sense of mechanical solidity in every click of the shifter. Whether you're darting through traffic or flowing along a winding road, the gearbox keeps the engine right in the sweet spot of the power band. It's a motorcycle that doesn't rush you, instead, it invites you to enjoy the ride, to feel every vibration, every change in throttle, every beat of the road beneath the wheels. One of the most impressive aspects of the 2025 Rajdoot 350 is its chassis dynamics. Built on a lightweight double cradle frame, the bike maintains the agility and nimbleness that made the original Rajdoot such a hit with riders. The suspension setup, telescopic forks up front and twin gas-charged shocks at the rear, has been tuned for comfort without compromising on feedback. Ride quality is excellent over potholes and speed breakers, and the rear shocks, while retro in appearance, offer preload adjustability to suit various loads and riding conditions. Handling is confidence-inspiring. With a 19-inch front wheel and an 18-inch rear, both wrapped in classic tread-pattern tubeless tires, the Rajdoot is composed on corners and reassuringly stable on straights. It doesn't dive or wallow when pushed, it leans gracefully and returns upright with poise. The ergonomics play a big part in this. A wide handlebar, mid-set pegs, and a slightly stepped seat combine to offer a natural, commanding riding position that's comfortable for both short hops and long hauls. Braking duties are handled by a 280mm disc up front and a 220mm disc at the rear, paired with dual-channel ABS. The bite is progressive, and the feedback through the lever is just right. It's not track-spec braking, but for the kind of riding the Rajdoot 350 is built for. Smooth cruising, relaxed touring, and occasional spirited sprints, it feels more than adequate. The ABS intervention is subtle and only kicks in when needed, giving you confidence on wet or unpredictable surfaces. Now let's talk features, and this is where Yamaha has done a commendable job of respecting the past while embracing the future. The bike comes with a semi-digital instrument cluster that houses a classic analog speedometer alongside a digital display for gear position, trip meters, fuel gauge, and clock. There's Bluetooth connectivity for call and SMS alerts, navigation prompts, and ride analytics through Yamaha's Y-Connect app. You also get a USB charging port discreetly tucked near the handlebar, perfect for riders who rely on phones for navigation or music on the go. The lighting setup, though styled to look classic, is fully LED, from the headlamp to the indicators and tail lamp, ensuring modern levels of visibility and efficiency. The switchgear feels tactile, well-damped, and built to last, while the paint finishes are deep, glossy, and available in rich colors like midnight copper, heritage black, and vintage green, each with pinstripes handlaid to reflect the craftsmanship of a bygone era. Comfort hasn't been forgotten either. The saddle is wide and well cushioned, and the rear seat is decently padded with a sturdy grab rail, making it genuinely usable for a pillion. Yamaha also offers a touring accessory pack that includes a flyscreen, saddlebags, engine guards, and a rear rack perfect for those looking to use the Rajdoot 350 for long-distance adventures. In terms of fuel efficiency, the 2025 Rajdoot 350 returns an impressive 35 to 38 km/L under mixed riding conditions, quite commendable for a bike of its displacement and character. With a 14-liter fuel tank, this translates to a practical range of over 450 kilometers, making it an ideal companion for weekend getaways and long rides without constant fuel stops. Priced at around 2.45 Indian rupees lakh ex-showroom in India, the Rajdoot 350 sits in a sweet spot, not too expensive for younger buyers looking for their first classic-style motorcycle, yet premium enough to appeal to seasoned riders who want a daily bike that turns heads and delivers a soulful riding experience. When you look at its competition offerings from Royal Enfield, Jawa, and Honda, the Yamaha Rajdoot 350 holds its own with a unique personality, a more refined engine, and a heritage badge that arguably carries more weight among purists. What really sets this motorcycle apart, though, is the emotional connect. Riding the Rajdoot 350 in 2025 feels like flipping through an old photo album that's somehow come to life. Every ride becomes a blend of memory and motion. It's not chasing lap times or top speeds. It's about the joy of riding, the love of machines, the pleasure of cruising at your own pace while drawing glances from fellow riders who recognize what you're on and appreciate what it stands for. For Yamaha, bringing back the Rajdoot name wasn't just about cashing in on nostalgia. It was about rekindling a legacy, honoring the machines that helped build a motorcycle culture, and giving today's riders a taste of timeless motorcycling without the breakdowns, oil leaks, or compromises of the past. It's an homage to simplicity and purity, reimagined for a generation that wants character without sacrificing comfort, heritage without missing out on tech, and charm without giving up everyday usability. As we wrap up our time with the 2025 Yamaha Rajdoot 350, one thing is clear: this isn't just a motorcycle, it's a movement. A machine that bridges generations, that invites stories, that starts conversations. It's the kind of bike you park and walk away from, only to turn back for one more look. It's the kind of bike that makes you fall in love with riding all over again, even if you've been riding for decades. For fans of classic styling, for lovers of mechanical beauty, and for anyone who understands the magic of a well-built machine, the Rajdoot 350 is more than worth the wait. Thanks for joining us here on Bike Culture Hub. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the all-new 2025 Yamaha Rajdoot 350, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more detailed reviews, and drop a comment below telling us your favorite Rajdoot memory or whether this modern reincarnation lives up to the legend. Until next time, ride safe, ride free, and never stop chasing that perfect road.